everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your zone cardio workout. This is a fun body weight cardio workout where we are going to progress starting in zone 1, then 2 and 3. Of course, that means I'm going to give you lots of different options so you can work to your level. We'll be talking through those zones while we get warmed up, and then we'll get right into it. Are you ready? Let's do it. Go ahead and start moving your body. You can do a little march, a little jog, whatever feels good for you. We can get some rolls through the shoulders. We're gonna try to let go of any tension or tightness, any stress you might be feeling from the day, from the week, from the month, whatever it is. Let it all go and just be here with me today. We are hoping in this warm up, we're gonna keep it short. We just wanna get the blood flowing. We wanna get the muscles moving, get the body moving in the movement patterns we're gonna be working with today. And of course, getting the energy and that core temperature up. Let's take it to the front. Of course, as always, if you need more of a warm-up, please get it on your own, because we're gonna keep it pretty short today. Let's open up those arms right through here and then step into a little side lunge. So zone cardio, maybe you have heard of the heart rate training zones or training zones. It's something that is used a lot in cardio training, in sport-specific training, especially if you're a runner or cyclist, triathlete, swimmer, an athlete of any kind. Often you use zone training to figure out where that threshold is for you to be training optimally for what you are working for, right? For the purposes of today, we are not worried about that actual number of your heart rate. We are just gonna be thinking of zones. Now often, let's take it side to side. When we think of heart rate zones, sometimes you'll see 5 zones, right? You've probably seen that chart, 1 through 5, color coordinated, sometimes 4. Sometimes they go very light to moderate, to vigorous, to maximal. Sometimes there's only 4. For our purposes today, let's go flat back down and little round it up. For our purposes, we're just gonna keep it 3 zones, right? Zone 1, we're gonna call light. Zone 2, moderate. And zone 3 is vigorous. So that's your high intensity. Every move that we do, hold it here, roll your shoulders, stretch your back. We're gonna get a zone 1, 2, and 3. Of course, you always have the option to stay in zone 1, stay in zone 2, or take all 3. Walk it in right here. I want you just to tap it back into that little tap back, and then if it feels good for you, take it to that lunge. Now, I do want you to challenge yourself. If you're someone who feels like you want that zone 3 all the time, I want you to challenge yourself to think outside the box. What we know from the zone training, hold it here if you can, little stretch over. If you need a little balance, grab it. Take it here, reach up, drop the knee, rotate through. Little world's greatest stretch. What we know from that zone training is we need those lighter zones. Go ahead, step it back or step it up, switch it here, reach it up. That's where we're burning through that fat. Higher we get fat and carbs. And more importantly, that's where our body recovers. Bring it up through here and round it up. So there are so many benefits to all of those training zones. Again, for the everyday athlete like you and me, we don't need to think too hard on it, but I do want you to challenge yourself. If you're someone who thinks you have to be going hard all the time, that's not really what it's about. That's not always effective for your body. So challenge yourself to go hard in that zone 3, go moderate in that zone 2, little lighter in zone 1. See how your heart rate changes, see how you're feeling. We're gonna be talking about it throughout. All right, team, so quick sip of water if you need it. We are going to start. We have 30 seconds in each zone, 30-second recovery. Also, that 30-second recovery is super important. We're gonna start with a little side step. We'll take it to a side squat, then we'll take it to a little jump down. Starting with that side step, first 30 seconds, here we go. Did I mention that this is a no repeat workout? Yeah, and I'm telling you now, right? So get excited. We have 3 versions of the move, and then we're moving on. 3 circuits total. Quick breather to get some water in between, but of course, anytime that you need water, you take it. If your zone 1 is a little different, that's okay. If it's a little quicker, that's okay too. This is more of your light to moderate. Then we're gonna take it moderate. I want you to add a little squat. Bring it up, right? You don't have to get super low. If that squat is not good for you, you can up the intensity in a different way, right? Maybe that is going a little quicker, right? Or a little half squat, up to you. But we're still keeping it low impact. Feel that heart rate getting up. Now we're in that moderate zone. Whew. Where a lot of the magic happens. In 10 seconds, we're gonna do that little tap down. Jump it if you want. If the jump is not right for you, you just tap it down. Here we go. Looks like this, hand up. Again, jump is not right for you. You just up the intensity in a way that is good for you. I'm gonna remind you this whole workout, be where you are today. You do you, it's your workout. So if your higher intensity is low impact, that's okay. If your higher intensity is just the jump without the squat, that's okay too. 10 seconds down. So I'm gonna remind you also to earn that rest, right? You want this vigorous zone, relax, breathe, to be to the point where you need that rest. Again, a lot of that magic happens in the recovery. Again, you can get water in between, but we'll have a longer water break in a minute. Next round. You got 15 seconds to recover. I'm gonna take it a diagonal so you can see me. Walk it up, walk it back. You can add that knee if you want. Then we'll take it to a run, shuffle, and then we'll take it to a long jump. All right, looks kind of silly, but do the best you can. Use the space you have. Here we go. Walk it up, walk it back. Just think of it as walk training, right? Walking is a great exercise. If you want to add that little knee, you can. So good for you. Anytime you can get those walks throughout your day. Also really great to get outside and breathe. Again, I'm just keeping it here at the diagonal so you can see me. All right, so we're gonna take it to a little run right through here. Run, hop, 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 hop. Whatever that higher intensity is for you. You keep it at the walk, but you add that hop here. Hop, hop, hop. I know, kind of silly, but fun. And breathe. If you don't have the space, you just keep it where you are. If you're confined in space, that's okay too. Next one, we're gonna do a long jump up and a shuffle back. Watch me one time right here. Jump, shuffle back. Join me. Hup. So you can keep one or two, or you can just do a big step, squat, shuffle back, step, squat, or walk it back, right? But if you can, long jump, shuffle, hup. A lot of these zone 3 are gonna involve a little bit of higher impact, but you do not have to go there. You do what's good for you. 3, 2, 1, and breathe, catch your breath. All right, team, it's gonna go fast. Now we're gonna take it, think of this as your very light, right? Where we get that heart rate coming down, that heart rate recover. We're gonna take it to a little tap behind. So tap behind. Tap behind. Then we take it to a little skater, up the intensity. Then we're going skater bound. Try to keep that foot off the ground, really cover the space. Catch your breath. Zone 1, here we go, tap behind. What's great about this, and this is why HIIT training works, why metabolic conditioning, this whole program, Metcon, works, because that heart rate does come back down, but it stays up, right? We're staying, again, if we were in those 5 zones or 4 zones, this would probably be zone 2, then zone 3, then 4, right? But again, for our purposes today, we're keeping it 1, 2, and 3 just to keep it simple. Here you go, so little skater. If you can make it a little hop, make it a little hop. If you need to take the hop out, but you can still get a little bit lower into the legs, a little bit more power, you can shoot that arm in front, cross that leg behind, transverse plane, so we're getting that core working too. Up to you. Whatever you need to do to get into that zone 2. Heart rate getting up. And again, maybe this feels like your zone 3, that's okay. You can keep this, or you can take it back down, or take it up, skater bound. So for me, to progress this, I'm trying to go a little further, really land into that hip, put this foot off the ground, and really get some power as I drive out side to side. That's why it's skater bound versus just skater, right? Side to side, whatever that means for you. Get that heart rate up, then we're gonna bring it down. You got that recovery coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. All right, this is our last round of 30 seconds. 3 rounds of 30, and then we're gonna grab some water. All right, first circuit almost done. Standing climber. So think mountain climber standing. You can keep it standing the entire time. Then of course, we're gonna take it to that climber here, and then we're gonna run it. So 2 and 3 are on the ground, but if you wanna keep it up top, standing the entire time, totally fine. You can up your intensity in different ways. Here we go, zone 1, climber. Right through here. We think of those light zones of being able to have a little bit of that heart rate up. Sometimes we would say like 50 to 60% of our maximum heart rate. Don't worry too much about that. If you have a heart rate tracker, great, but it's not something that I think is necessary to really be feeling those different types of cardio. You can keep it here, you can up your intensity, or join me on the mat. Here we go, knees tap in. If you want that core work, but the full plank is not right for you, just take it knees tap back, and then we take it up, take it bird dog. Totally up to you. You are engaging a little bit more core, so make sure you pull everything in, especially as that heart rate gets up. Drive the knee to the chest. Push up out of those hands. So really strong arms here, not just letting them go, but really strong right through here, tight, knees in, core engaged. Take it, here we go. It's a mountain climber. So remember, you can tap it in, a little quicker pace. What I don't want is you to be trying to go as fast as you can from there. I want controlled movement. Shoulders right above the elbows, right above the knees, knees coming into the chest. If you want to take it up from the standing position, you can take it to that hop. Listen to my breath. That is what we want for that zone 3 or 4, however you want to look at it. Getting a little bit breathless, hard to talk. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Catch your breath, team. Grab some water. We got a couple extra seconds on this one, and then we're going to that second circuit, right? That is what it looks like, right? We're gonna keep it short and simple. 30 seconds, zone 1, 30 seconds, zone 2, 30 seconds, zone 3. You pick where you need to be for you. You can keep it all at 1 or 1 and 2 or 3, or you can progress in those zones in a way that feels better for you and your body. That is what it is about. It is about showing up and moving. It's not about doing everything I'm doing. It's not about killing yourself every time. That's why I'm challenging you to think about those lower zones as well. You don't have to be going all out every single day, every minute of the workout. Not exactly effective and not really sustainable. Let's get ready for that second round. We're gonna start with just a basic side lunge. Here we go, join me. So you don't have to get super deep. Just shift your weight to the side. Maybe you had a hard leg workout yesterday, maybe we all did. You don't have to get really low. I just want you to open up, think of that stretch through here, shift the weight, moving laterally, that lateral movement, so important. Right through here, down and up. If you want to, if you want more of that mobility, really stretch low into it, up to you. Keeping it light. And then here we go, here's where we're gonna add a little knee. Bring it up, knee, hup. You can add the little jump with it, or just the knee, up to you. Or keep it 1. And breathe. Back in the day when I would teach classes, we would have heart rate charts on the wall, maybe color coordinated, maybe by age. The problem with that is that everybody is different. Everybody is on their own journey. So you do what feels best for you. Here we go, we're gonna shuffle it. If that is good for you, take it to zone 3, quick shuffle, still get low. We want it to be zone 1. We talk about that RPE scale, rate of perceived exertion. Zone 1, we're keeping it 4 to 5, maybe even 6. Zone 2, 5, 6, or 7. Zone 3, we're getting 7, 8, and 9, right? Whew, around there. Again, you do you. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, team. All right, how about a little lunge sequence? Lunge sequence that can be whatever you need it to be. We're gonna tap it back. So you can just do a tap back, move those arms, if that's best for you. You can do a lunge, bring it up. Then we're going to add a knee to it. Then we're getting low for that runner's lunge hop. You do you, pick where you need to be. If your legs are not feeling it, just keep a tap back. But if you can, Get a little lower. Here we go, right side only. My right leg is forward. So again, you can go tap back. You pick your pace too. If you're going tap back, maybe you're going a little quicker. If you want, get low. Again, moving those arms, because what we also want is mobility, right? Shoulder and back mobility, core engagement. It's not just legs, right? Right through here and up. Are you ready to add a little knee? Wherever you are, whether that's low or high, let's bring it up with or without a little jump. Little bird, are you feeling it? I know I am. Keep moving with me, whatever that is for you. Knee, tap back, knee, lunge, or jump knee. Whew. Breathe. Ha. We're keeping it here for zone 3. Now what I want in zone 3, again, taking it up on that exertion scale, whatever that is for you. Maybe that's just getting lower, maybe that's jumping higher, whatever you need. Here we go. Whew. Breathe. This one is a little bit of a burner, but I promise this is the only round that's like that for your legs. Again, if you'd rather, just take it here. You're still gonna get that burn. Or maybe it's just your knee. Whatever takes it up for you. 10 seconds. Whew. Wasn't counting on that burning so much, even though I knew it would. We got 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Y'all know I love a good lunge, but I promise we're not gonna stay there long. But how about we get that other side? This is your recovery. Take your time. You're gonna go back to that light to moderate, moderate to vigorous, vigorous to maximal, if we think of those zones in that way. Again, you do you. We just want progression. We want that heart pumping. We want it in a way that's sustainable for you. It doesn't make you now want to come back. Let's lunge it back, zip it up. Here we go. Take it down, bring it up. Now this leg is tired, so really focus into that front leg. Down and up. Think stepping back on those train tracks either way. What do I mean? Not tightrope, not out here. Hip distance apart. Moving those arms to get the mobility. Yes, team. Woo. And up, down, up. Are you ready? Add that knee. Here we go. So either drive the knee up or a little jump. Remember, you don't have to lunge with it. You don't have to jump with it. You do you. Maybe that is a lunge and a knee. Maybe that's tap back knee. Maybe it's a lunge, knee jump, or a tap back knee jump. You do you. Whoo. Breathe into it. We're getting into that runner's lunge, front leg, getting that burn, heart rate, getting that work. Here we go. Yes, team. Remember, you could also just be here. Maybe you're here with or without a jump, just driving the knee, keeping that front leg working. Maybe you're just doing a lunge without a jump. You do you. Let's get it done. Ha! Circuit 2 is almost over. Yes, you can. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. All right, team. Last one from here. All right, similar to our other mountain climber, we're gonna do a standing knee cross right through here. Then we're taking it in the plank, knee cross. Then we're knee cross climber, cross climber. All right, if you wanna keep it up top, you can keep it up the entire time. Increase that intensity. After this, longer break, get in water. Hands behind your head, get that stretch. Here we go. Knee cross, knee cross. So it's a ramp up, right? So we start here. If you think about what runners do in races, or cyclists, or swimmers, when they train for sprints, they get up into those 4 and 5 zones. When they train for those endurance rides, they stay down in those 1, 2, and 3, right? When they train for hills, it's a mix. So all of that is what we're doing today, training our heart to be stronger. Take it down if you want. Here we go, tap it across. So as we get tired, watch me, I wanna make sure you're not here, right? Getting those hips up, stay in that good plank position. Even if you have to really slow it down, that heart rate is gonna stay up. Stay lifted in here, tighten your back. Make sure you're breathing. If you're standing, keep it crossed and up that intensity in a different way. We're gonna take it to a cross climber. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Again, I'm not going as fast as I can. I'm keeping good control, and that's what's getting my heart rate up, right? If I go as fast as I can, I might lose some of the core. So I'm gonna take those knees across quickly, but with good form. Yes, team, every time I look at the clock, I think it's gonna be faster. Turns out 30 seconds goes the same amount every time. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, breathe. Oh, core is on fire. Yes, team. Little stretch right here if you want. And I want you to take this time to grab some water. And again, don't feel the need to keep yourself moving the entire time. Give yourself that recovery time. I'm gonna keep saying it. That's where the magic happens, right? That's where we regain that energy to go into this third circuit full force, right? That's what we love about it. That's where our body is replenishing those energy systems, those storages that we need to, again, get the most out of what's coming up in this last circuit. Watch me here. We're gonna start with just a regular knee raise. Then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 Heisman, slow. Then we're going Heisman, hop, hop, right? Join me, just your knees, here we go. Up, up, out to the side. Yes. Zone 1 or 2, however you wanna think about it. This is our last round. It's gonna go fast. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no bonus, because they all kind of feel like bonuses, right? Right through here. Yes. 10 seconds, zone 1. Then we're taking it Heisman, so it's 3, 2, 1. Land on that foot. Join me right here. 3, 2, hup. 3, 2. You can also just march. Hup. 1, 2, 3, and hup. Here's your Heisman. We're gonna add on in about 15 seconds. But this is moderate, right? I can still talk to you. Maybe you can still talk back to me. Don't go by me, because that talk test that we use in workouts doesn't work for me, because I've had a lot of years. Whew. Let's take a little hop right here. 1, 2, 3, hop. Hop. 1, 2, 3. You can also just drive that knee up. 1, 2, 3. Whew. I've had a lot of years of teaching classes. If this is tripping you up, just pick up your pace here, right? I know, maybe that knee was overkill. Let's just go quick Heisman. What I was gonna say, before I got really out of breath, is that I've had a lot of years of teaching classes and leading workouts. 3, 2, 1. So often you guys ask me, Tabitha, how do you keep talking when your heart rate's up? It's just a learned skill. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm feeling it just as much as you. Feels good, but feels hard. Hard because I'm working hard, right? All right, team, let's get it done. Double step, whatever space you got. 1 and 2. 1 and 2, that's level 1. Level 2, we're gonna hop it with that double step. Level 3 is our quick shuffle. Here we go. Double step, light. Zone 1, use this time to work on mobility. Can you step out wide with whatever space you have? If you have less space, take it right here. If you can take it here, whoo. Right, ha. Keeping it light, getting ready, the calm before the storm, right? Also re-energizes our brain. Here we go. So big shuffle hop. If that's not right for you, I just want you to go bigger and more intensity on that step. But if you can, shuffle hop. I like to move my arms with it. So it prepares our brains to think, I just have to get through 30 seconds. First one's gonna be easy, then moderate, then I save it all to go out on that last 30, because then I have that breather coming, and this is it. Here we go, shuffle, 3, 2, 1, hup, hup. I like to move my arms. If you want, if you're a kickboxing person, you could do that boxing, but you do you. You stay in the level that is good for you. For 10 more seconds. Yes. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath, bring it down. We are so close. 2 more moves, 3 rounds of each, right? All right, so we're gonna tap it out, then jack and jab, or jack and jab, then full on jumping jacks, going for it. Second to last move, catch your breath, get ready, keep it light. Zone 1, step out, take it here, take it here. Maybe it's slower, maybe that's where you are. You're gonna keep moving, but it needs to be a little slower. Maybe you have it in you to pick it up, but still keeping it light, right? So we have those different zones. Our body can work in different ways. And breathe. Yes. We're gonna take it to jack and jab in 10 seconds. You can keep it right here and add that jab, or you can take it to a full jack and jab. If you don't wanna punch, just reach. Here we go. Jack, step forward, jab, up and here, up, here, up. Either one, strong, punch or reach, punch or reach. Ha, yes. Last 30 is our jacks. I want you to go for it, all right? Whatever that is for you. Low impact jack or high impact. Strong in those arms, strong in the legs, strong in that tap out or that jump. Here we go, right here. Hup, hup. Here's what I don't want, right? Not as fast as you can go, not flailing arms. Strong, intentional arms, strong, intentional legs, whether you're here to here or here. Yes, you do you. Last 10, then we got 1 more move. This is it, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe. Whoo. Don't worry, we're gonna stretch out those calves. I know I'm feeling it too. All right, team. So this is it. We're gonna take it back. Alternating lunge. Instead of that regular lunge, alternate. You can tap it back here for light. Reach those arms or get low with it. Then we're gonna walk it back. If you wanna take it to the plank, walk it back. Then we've got our pop-up. You do you for this last round. Here we go. Tap back and reach or lunge back and reach. Think mobility, big stretch up, right? Even if you're tapping back, reach and reach right through here. Yes. Ha. There we go. Breathe. Big stretch. We're gonna walk it back in just a minute. If you wanna keep it standing, you just stay right where you are. Pick up your intensity. If you wanna join me here, take it here. Down, walk back, walk it in, bring it up. Take it down, walk back, walk it in, all the way up. You do not have to go fast with this. Even though we're getting to zone 2, I want you to take your time. Think about that core being engaged. Left, right, all the way up, down, right, left. So you pick where you wanna be, and we're gonna take it, walk it back, or pop it up. Right here, we're going back and up. You don't have to go all the way up unless you want to. If you wanna take it all the way up or jump it up in a burpee, this is it, team. Whatever you need to do to get in that zone 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is for you, you got 15 seconds. Let's make it good. Let's get that heart pumping, because then we're gonna cool it down. Pop it back, pop it up. Hup, hup. Strong plank position all the way through. You're not just popping it back. You're going all the way back in a plank. Last one. And breathe. Tap behind. Tap behind. Yes. Whoo. Now we think of it as reverse, right? Getting back down to zone 2, back to zone 1, and then we are cooling it down. Yes, team, you did it. Whoo, little hamstrings to bring them up. Open up those hips. You can take those arms out of it if you want, or reach back. Little heels right through here. We're gonna get a quick stretch. So make sure you get more stretching on your own, especially those calves. That lower body, maybe it's working a little harder, but we'll get a stretch through our back as well. Let's take it right here, little hamstring stretch. So hips to the back, reach it here. Hand on the wall if you need it, or here, and little arm scoop to open up through that shoulder. pull the toe towards you, reverse your direction, and then reach to it. Cross it over if you can. 3, 2, 1. Same thing, other side. So we got hamstrings here. Sit back, pull the toe in. You can be here, whatever's good for you. Scoop through that arm, right? Then reverse your direction. Cross it over right here, little stretch. Yes, let's take those knees out. Open up, stretch through your back while you push out gently on the inside of the legs. You did it, team. That was amazing. I hope you felt the difference. I hope if you're a cardio queen like I used to be, where I felt like I had to be moving all the time and at that high heart rate zone all the time. I hope this showed you don't need that all the time, right? We were just talking about our zones in the BodyFit Athletic Club. Fingertips to the back, tilt that hip forward. If you can, bring that foot up. Little stretch right here. We were really breaking it down in terms of how athletes train, in terms of what that means for us, and in terms of why that recovery, why our rest days, our active recovery days, and giving our body time to recover within a workout, those recovery intervals are so important. The different systems, energy systems that are working in our body, what we're burning through, what we're working towards, how this works depending on our goals. It's all relative to where you are. But the point is, we want to be getting variety. We want to be working our body in different ways. We want to be training towards better endurance and stamina, better strength and mobility. And all of it you can find right here. Check out all the links in the description below. Don't forget, roll those shoulders, to leave me a comment, to like this video, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can keep making these workouts for you. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your zone cardio workout. Great job, everybody.